It's December 22nd, 2023. And that means in this house, we change out from the fall figurine, which you see here, and replace her with the winter figurine, because it is officially the first day of winter. So welcome the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. That doesn't mean we can't do any rambling. It's never too cold for that in New Hampshire. And it's a sunny 33 degrees. Sunny. It's a balmy 33 degrees. And so we're doing some riding in some cold weather. And so I thought it'd be a good time to review some warm weather gear. So, if that interests you, then stick around, saddle up. Okay, it's a fine, blustery, chilly. It's not cold, but it's cold enough. We're going to run a couple errands on old Dixie here. And I just installed this heated gear by Warm and Safe, which comes highly rated. We're going to see how good it dips. For now, it's going in the pocket. Got it set at, I don't know, probably 3/4 of the way up. See how it does. It's got heated gloves too, as you can see. That one. Feel a bit like we've got quite the contraption going on here, but one thing that's nice is with these gloves being plugged in, I'm not dropping my gloves all the time like I usually do. Now, I didn't get a dual controller, which I guess you can have, so it controls the heat of the gloves and the jacket separately. If I decide I need one, I can always buy another one. Warm enough sitting here. We'll see how it is when I'm rolling down the road. Hey, what you know it? Dixie's so fickle. The check engine light's been coming on ever since I installed the heat controller, that main heat source. But now after the third time of running, she's off and good to go, so hopefully all's okay. So yeah, I've been meaning to get some heated gear for a while. I've just been putting it off because it's not the cheapest stuff going. It's not my first experience with heated gear though. A couple of years ago, I did purchase this Gerbing set of riding gloves. They're battery operated, 7-volt, and they were a miserable failure actually. The battery life didn't last more than 15 to 20 minutes if you had it on high, and if you're taking a long trip, you needed it to be on high. If you kept it on low, you might get 3 to 4 hours out of it, but the low setting is basically useless in any kind of cold weather. And the battery failed on one of them in a relatively short amount of time, and then in the other glove, the actual electrical connection somewhere inside the glove failed, so it was of no use to me at all. So that's why I decided that from now on it was going to be plug-in gear and plug-in gear only. That way I didn't have to worry about batteries and battery failure. So after much research, I found this company warm and safe, and it seems to tick or check all the boxes. So I purchased the Gen 3 jacket and the gloves. So I can definitely tell you, just in that short distance, that the gloves are really good so far. I haven't turned up all the way, but maybe my jacket's a little too loose because I can feel the heat, but it's keeping it relatively okay, but it's certainly not 100% comfortable. So I think I'll go back and put another jacket on, put my riding jacket on, and see how that goes. Let's try round 2 on this. So yeah, like I said, I purchased the set of gloves that plug in to the jacket, and held off on the pants because just these two together, I'll have to go back and look at the receipt, but they were pretty expensive. We're talking about that almost, it may have been, I'll have to get the exact figure and I'll put it up here, but it's probably pretty close to $500. So I'm holding off on the pants. But after the experience I've had with this gear so far, I'm definitely going to get the pants and the shoe liners plugins, because this gear works really well. So as you can see here, the kit comes with everything you need to install this on your motorcycle. It's got the pigtail setup here to give direct power. You hook it up directly to your battery, which on my Street Bob here is kind of a pain. The battery's kind of difficult to get to. And then you just plug the controller in, which fits right in the pocket right here. And it pairs up automatically with what they call their heat troller, that remote I showed you at the beginning. And the thing works really well. I just had it sitting in an outside pocket, so that's probably what I'll do from now on. And I actually bought a spare pigtail to set up on another one of my motorcycles that I'll ride a lot in the wintertime, probably the Beta. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some miles under this gear, because so far it's been really, really good, but I haven't gone on more than 20-25 minutes with the gear, so I'm looking forward to actually going a lot longer distance. Okay, with the proper riding jacket on, I can tell you right now it's 10 times better. You can tell that the actual heating jacket itself does not like wind though, so any spots that are open to a little wind coverage, I can feel it, like my neck's not properly covered right now. But that's not on the gear itself, that's on my lack of covering. The gloves are actually too warm, but it's nice, man, when it's moving. But if you can see, I don't know what it is with modern glove makers for motorcyclists. They don't make these gauntlets big enough. Gauntlets are supposed to be designed to go over your jacket. And there isn't any of them that are properly designed, except for my motor gauntlets I had when I was a motor cop. That's why I like them so much. You guys got to fix that. Okay, while we ride a little bit and test out this warm weather gear, see how long it lasts and see if it stays nice and warm. So far so good. I thought I'd talk to you about something that I haven't been able to share with you for a couple of months, and that's this. The most recent issue of EasyRider magazine. Just came in the mail in the middle of the month. As I said before, I don't know why, but whether they're having delivery problems or whatever, but my last 2 issues didn't come in until too late, so I couldn't share them with you. So let's dive into this one. This time we're going to start at the back of the magazine, the very last page as a matter of fact. A little article called Down the Road. EasyRider kickstarts 2024 with an action-packed January issue that takes you to the awesome EasyRider's Motorcycle Rodeo in Bloomfield, Ohio for all the madcap action. See kick-ass sled pulls and experience the dust, lust, and blood stirred up by America's top 2-wheeled cowboys and cowgirls. Ride with us to the Killer Congregation Show in Charlotte, North Carolina. Then cross the mighty Atlantic Ocean for the hookup show and SW Chopperfest in Jolly, Old England. Sorry about that. I'd love to go to that. Our own Jake Roca will take you back in time to learn a little bit about biker history and how shovelheads rule. Out in the bike shed, we've got 5 fantastic custom motorcycle features that showcase knucklehead, panhead, and shovelhead choppers and bobbers. There's even a badass Triumph. The jazzed up January issue of Easy Riders will make you want to rush out and ride your scoot. And that, my friends, is what this magazine is all about. On sale January 2nd. And see, therein lies the problem. Their next issue is on sale January 2nd. And we'll see how long it takes to get to my doorstep. If it comes after the 2nd, that's unacceptable, Easy Rider. You need to fix that problem. First bike featured in this edition of Easy Rider in December is something that you don't see very often anymore. You used to back in the day, as I recall, reading this magazine. But it's a Triumph motorcycle. Very sharp and old looking motorcycle. So what's a Triumph doing in Easy Riders? The answer goes back to the early days of the magazine. It has to do with what American bikers back in the day thought was cool. Of course, Harleys and Indians are cool, but what about foreign bikes? Well, the consensus among the original editors of the magazine was that any motorcycle manufacturer that produced motorcycles from countries that fought with us in World War II were fair game to be featured. We're talking British bikes from marquees such as BSA, Norton, Brough Superior, Royal Enfield, Vincent, and Triumph. That is also why you never saw motorcycles featured that were manufactured by certain countries that were our enemies in the big war. That's interesting. I never knew that, but it makes sense to me. And this Brough Superior motorcycle I had never heard of, but just recently saw a good segment on YouTube that featured it, and I'll show you a little bit of it here. Now what you're seeing here, Compliments of Bike Magazine, is a modern day retro that's being built in France. I believe there's only 300 of them that are made. So it's a limited edition. I'm not sure on the price, but I think it's pretty hefty, between $70,000 and $90,000, I believe. Go over to Bike Magazine channel and check out the whole segment. It's absolutely wonderful. The old one looks like this. They were manufactured in the 40s originally, I guess. But really cool looking motorcycle. Now let's check out the lovely young lady that adorns the front of this magazine. Our cover model this month is a true farm gal who loves motorcycles. Jasmine from Wisconsin says, "I'm a farm girl through and through." When asked if she comes from a family that rides, Jasmine says, "I've been toted around on a bike my whole life. I would say I'm very comfortable there and it is by far my most favorite place to be. I think there's no better place in the world than next to someone who rides." Hoorah for that, Jasmine. You can ride on my motorcycle anytime you'd like. And of course, it wouldn't be Easy Rider magazine without the famous David Mann, talented artist. This was titled White Christmas, and it first appeared in the January 1981 issue of Easy Riders. Thank you as always, David. Okay, we'll end this segment Easy Rider by going through my favorite section, which is In the Wind section. So enjoy these pictures of real bikers enjoying the real biker lifestyle. And a little bit of useful information that was in this magazine for those of you who don't like skid lids or don't like helmets. This is a little glance at the helmet laws and who requires them in the United States. But if you're going to visit one of those states, make sure you research further. And for most of us, the left lane is for passive. But for some, I guess it's for other things. Now hurry. Get out there and shop. You only got 2 more days until it's Christmas morning. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and we will see you before the New Year is out.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Glory in excelsis Deo, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Come to Bethlehem and see Him whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee Christ the Lord, the newborn King. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo.